Good morning everyone. How are we today? Today, stretch and tone. I'm going to stand up. You can join me if you're not already standing up. I'd assume you're all just slouching around on the couch. All right, standing up nice and tall. Stretch and tone. We're going to lengthen again. We're going to stretch it all out. We're going to feel good by the end of it, nice and strong. Are we ready? Stand up tall. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Feel that big toe and then the little toe and the heel all gently press down into the floor. You can feel the outside of the foot pressing down into the floor gently, but not the inner sole. If you can feel the inner sole, just lift those ankles. See if you can hold that there. Gently roll those shoulders now as you lengthen your spine, standing nice and tall. And once more, good. Breathing in, lengthening the arms as you take them up, but don't stretch them, just lengthen gently. And breathe out, open up that chest. And the other way, breathing in, opening the chest. And breathing out, gently taking those arms down. Make sure you keep the shoulders back. Let's do that again. Breathing in nice and long. And breathing out. Remember, when we breathe in, we want to lengthen the spine. Fill those lungs right up. And then breathe out. Still standing tall. Take the right arm up and leaning over, keeping the weight even in both feet. Pull up tall. Just waking up that body, getting it moving. Feel what's going on for your day. Drop the chin to the chest. Deep breath out. And we're going to slowly roll down. Just go as far as you can. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, keep your chin on your chest and slowly unroll until you're standing nice and tall. We're going to do that again. Breathing in, lengthening the spine. And breathe out, chin to the chest. And slowly rolling down, just going as far as you can. Try to relax your neck. Keep your shoulders relaxed and then slowly reverse it and roll back up, standing nice and tall. Good. You're going to take your arms up by your ears now. Bend your knees just a little, hinging forward. So we want to keep the back flat this time and try and keep your arms by your ears. We're going to hold it at about a 45-degree angle, so just halfway to completely flat. And then we're going to relax. And see if you can get a little deeper. Your knees are bent. Good, and roll it up. And with the breath, breathing in, bend the knees, and breathing out. Breathing in and hold. And breathing out. Relax right down. Breathing in. And finish the roll up as you breathe out and stand tall. Breathing in, arms come up. And breathing out, hinging forward. Breathing out all the way down. Relax your back and your neck and slowly unwind to the top. Good job. Lengthen out the legs again. Good. Take your arms out to the side. Let's take those legs out wider. Keeping that weight right there in the center. Remember, lift those ankles and we're tilting over. Use your tummy muscles to support you, belly button back, and lift up. Don't use the arms. Don't use the shoulders. Deep breath out. And in. And deep breath out. And in. Coming across the body, left arm towards the center between the two legs. And you're turning to the right and then standing tall. Now the right arm, turn to the left, open that chest up, lengthen the arm towards the ceiling and back up. And again, deep breath out. And in. belly button gently drawing back, and deep breath out. Long arms and breathe in. Let's add it together. We're going over and up and over and up. Now across the body and across and up and the other way and across and pulling up, belly button back once more, and lengthen and up and lengthen and up. Across the body now, across. Pull that other arm right back towards the ceiling as best you can. Remember, no pain. Down. Good, and back up, standing tall. Keep your arms where they are. Bring your feet back into about hip distance. Standing tall, lifting the ankles, and a little twist to the right. And a little twist to the left. Loosening up that spine a little bit more. Deep breath out. And again, deep breath out. And around. Good, last one, coming around. Good, back to the center. And we'll take those arms down. Shall we get those legs moving? I think we should. All right, I want you to stand up as tall as you can, lengthening the legs, working through the feet. If you need some support for balance, use a wall, a chair, table, or something close to you. We're going to rise up and down. Lengthening the legs. Try not to lock up those knees though, just like when I said lengthen the arms and we don't lock up the elbows. We want to feel tall, but not too tight. We want to feel the feet moving here as we roll through the feet and up onto the balls. And we want to feel the ankles and maybe even the calf muscles down the bottom there working a little. Good, let's rise up and hold and just tap one heel and then the other. And again, over and over. Make sure you're not sinking into your hip when you tap that foot down. It's gentle and you're still pulling up. Good. That's it. Now rise up and down. Lifting through the center of the body. We want that pelvic floor to engage. Couple more. And last one. Good, give your feet a little shake. Okay, still working with those feet and really working on the ankles and making sure we keep them lifted. If you're a little bit unsure about how your balance is going to go, and I would recommend it anyway, use a wall. Now I'm going to turn sideways anyway so you can see what I'm doing. Use a wall or a chair or table just so that you're not leaning on something. Don't lean into, don't lift the shoulders and get all tight, okay? You want to rely on your body to help you balance. This is just there for support, okay? It's not doing the job. Because this one is a little bit harder, so make sure your feet are underneath those hip bones still. And then I'm going to get you to rise up onto your toes. Then you're going to bend your knees, keeping the weight right there in the center so the knees come forward of the body. And then you're going to push those heels down into the floor and feel that stretch right down there in the bottom of the foot there. And then lengthen the legs. Again, we rise up. We bend the knees forward. Try not to wobble the upper body here. It is all about what the legs are doing. Push those heels down into the floor and release. And again, rising up. Bend the knees forward. You've got to keep that pelvic floor lifted. Keep the center of the body strong. And again, rising up. Now, if you are in bare feet or socks, you will notice that the feet start to work. You may even be able to feel that through the arch of the feet. As long as you are not rolling those feet inwards, okay? Push the heels down and stand. Let's reverse it now. We're going to bend the knees first. Now, the knees are not touching, okay? They're over the toes. And then we rise up onto the toes. Lengthen the legs nice and tall and lower. Again, bend the knees, rising up, lengthening the legs and lower. And bend the knees. Don't let those knees roll inwards. Lengthen the legs and lower. And last one, bend the knees and rising up and lengthen and lower. Did you test your balance? How did you go? Give those legs a really good shake. Okay, shake it out. All right, if you'd like a drink before we head on down to the floor, then grab yourself one now, and then we're going to come and stand at the end of our mat. When you're standing at the end of your mat, once again, make sure those ankles are lifted, feet flat on the floor, and feet about hip distance apart. And lengthen up out of the hips. All right, we're going to drop the chin down to the chest now. We're going to take a deep breath out as we roll down, keeping those arms relaxed. Feel the spine lengthening as you roll down. Bend your knees now so that you can reach the floor. You're going to walk yourself out the best way that you can. Remember, you can take your knees to the floor if you need to, and you're going to find your plank. So as you lower the tailbone down and the bum down, you're going to bring those shoulders over the wrist line. You can always lower down onto the knees if you need to. You can always lower down onto the elbows if you need to, okay? Remember, the plank is for you. It's the best way that you can do a plank without hurting your back. There should be no pain. You should be able to feel the tummy muscles tightening, and you can feel the shoulder area tightening, not the upper back, just the shoulders, okay? Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. The spine is lengthening from the very, very top of the neck. That's where it hits the base of the skull. I want you to feel that neck lengthen. So don't tilt the chin upwards, that's shortening the neck. Tilt the chin downwards slightly so that you're looking straight down between your wrists. You're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth still. If you do need to stop, make sure that you do. You don't have to hold this the whole time. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to just hold it a few more seconds, and then we're going to stretch back into child's pose. So let's all stretch back now. Relax your neck. Let your head hang down towards the floor. Reach those arms out nice and long. Good, okay. We're all going to come forward now into a plank on our elbows. So bring your elbows underneath your shoulder line. Okay, so that means you don't have your arms here, you don't have your arms here, they're underneath the shoulders. Hands flat on the floor. Try not to make these fists, because the tighter your hands get, the tighter the arms start to get, and then the tighter the shoulders will get. Then the tighter the neck will get. It's all connected, okay? So if we try and keep our hands flat on the floor, we can focus that a little bit more on the tummy. So as we lower the hips down into a table position, not down here, into a table, so that you can feel those tummy muscles switching on, tightening and holding you there. All right, we're holding it. We're down on our knees. We're going to tuck the toes under like so. Now I want you to keep your feet on the floor. So focus on what you're doing. Belly button back and stretch out one leg. So I'm lifting the knee on my right, and then I'm going to lower it back down. Deep breath out, left and in. Deep breath out and in. And deep breath out. Good work. Now, if you can feel your back hurting, I just want you to lift your bum just a little bit. That's okay, as long as you can still feel the tummy working. And that's really important, that your tummy is working but not your back, okay? So for all you people that might have any issues going on in your lower back, make sure you are lifting that butt a little higher. Can you do one more on each side? Yes, that upper body is working too. That's okay. Let's lower the hips gently down to the floor and stretch out those tummy muscles a little and squeeze into that lower back. Good. Okay, drop your chin down to your chest, lower yourself down. We're going to slip those hands back underneath the shoulders like so, pulling those elbows into the body, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. If you want to, you can do this on fists. I'm going to. You don't have to though. This is just another way of supporting your wrists if they're a little bit sore, okay? So I'm going to squeeze the bum. I'm going to pull the belly button back, and like I'm blowing up the biggest balloon ever, I'm going to breathe out through the mouth as I push up. So up. Make sure you've lifted your bum. I don't care if you're back here in this position. You don't have to be in a complete plank. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to lengthen those arms and sit all the way back. Then you're going to come all the way back up. This time bringing those shoulders away from the ears and over the wrists. Belly button back. Lower down. You can lower your forehead onto the floor here. Stretch those arms out above your head. Circle those arms all the way down to your hips, keeping those arms really long, feeling the shoulders draw away from the ears. Then bring the arms all the way up above the head again. Slide them back in so your hands are under your shoulders. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, squeeze and connect. And push yourself all the way up and right back. So when you're going up and down, if you can feel your back working, if it's hurting your back, I want you to make sure you are lifting your hips nice and high and really breathing deeply. Squeeze your bum a little bit as well to take any pressure out. The slower you do it, the more chance you've got of hurting your back if you already have any back issues, okay? Otherwise, to make it harder, you slow it down. So off we go again. Everyone knows what they're doing now. We're coming up, shoulders over the wrists. Deep breath out, lower down. Rest your forehead on the mat. Stretch those arms above your head. Circle those arms all the way down to your hips, nice and long. Shoulders are back. Bring those arms all the way up above the head again so you are one nice long line. Slide your hands under your shoulders and deep breath out. Connect and push and back. And again, up we come, up and over. Squeeze the bum and lower. Forehead on the mat. Stretch out those arms up above the head. Swing them all the way down to the hips. Keep your head on the floor. Arms back up above you. Bring the hands underneath. Are you ready to lift again? Squeeze the bum, belly button back and stretch back. Stretch out those shoulders. Release your back here. Let's go again. Up and over. And chin on the chest, forehead on the floor. Stretch those arms up. Swing them right around down to the hips. Bring them all the way back up. Feel that spine lengthening. Hands underneath the forehead. Squeeze, connect, and push. And stretch back. I think we can do this once more. Coming up and over. Let's go. Deep breath out. Forehead on the floor. Stretch out those arms. Circle them round. All the way back up. Hands underneath. Ready to connect, squeeze, and push. Stretch right back. Good job. All right, this time you're going to come up. You're going to lower yourself down to the floor, and we're going to stay there. So come up and over. Lower. Rest your forehead on the mat. Take your arms up above your head. Relax your shoulders. So when the forehead is on the mat like this, you will be relaxing your neck. We need to make sure we're doing that, okay? Opposite arm and leg are going to gently lift off the floor, and then we're going to pulse up. 1, 2, 3, and take it down. Change sides, and 1, 2, 3. Let's breathe out nice and deep. And in.
Deep breath out. 2, 3, and in and out. 2, 3, and in, out. 2, 3. Stay in control of your movements. Strong leg. Hip anchored into the floor. Remember, if you're not sure of the exercises, make sure you watch what I'm doing at the beginning. And then you can head off and do it yourself. I try to be as descriptive as I can in what we're doing. If you find that you're not understanding something, please let me know after class so that I can try wording it a different way. Because to be doing the exercises properly, we don't want to be looking at the screen the whole time. We want to be able to tuck that chin, rest the forehead on the mat, and do it properly. Let's do one more set of 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good. We're going to slip those hands underneath the forehead now, keeping the chin tucked. Get a little bit more space to breathe. All right, we're going to breathe out, lift the upper body away from the floor, just a small way because the chin is still tucked. Then we're going to take those arms and stretch them out to the side. Try not to overstretch or your shoulders will get tight. Bring the hands back in under the forehead and gently lower down. So you can watch the first couple if you need to know what I'm doing. If you need to take support out of your neck, you leave your arms on the floor. No. Yes. Leave your arms on the floor and you can just hold and then lower down. So there's no arm movements. When you lift without your arms, there is less weight through the neck. Deep breath out and in. Whichever way you're doing it, remember, we want to keep that chin tucked the whole time. Let's do 2 more. Deep breath out. Long arms. And in. Deep breath out. And in. Good. Okay, we're going to relax that upper body. So even when you're doing this movement, when we move down to the lower back, you should still have your forehead resting on your forehead. Let me say that again. You should still have your forehead resting on your hands and your chin tucked, okay? So don't tilt your head to the side and rest completely. We want to keep the spine nice and straight here. Right now, it's got a twist in the neck, okay? So let's turn. Face inwards and lengthen the legs and down. Deep breath out and in. Deep breath out and in. Let's do a few more like this, and if you do need to make this one easier, if it's hurting your lower back, you just do one leg at a time. It's a lot lighter on the lower back muscles, makes it easier to do. 2 more, whichever way you're doing it. And last one. Good. All right, let's take those hands back underneath the shoulders. 1 deep breath out as you push yourself back up again. Stretch right back in a child's pose. Again, relax your neck. Good, and sitting up. All right, well done. Okay, we've spent a fair bit of time down there. Let's turn around and have a seat at the end of the mat. Okay, so for those that may have any back issues or even hip issues, you might want to sit on a cushion. It's going to make it a little bit easier on your hips and lower back, okay? If you are sitting on a cushion, make sure it is behind you, okay? So you're sitting on the front edge, okay? If you don't want to be sitting in the center or the back side of the cushion, okay? You want to feel like your body is being tilted slightly forward. Then we're going to take those feet and those knees and make sure they're in line with the hips, and the knees are pointed to the ceiling. So none of this, okay? Keep it square and sit up nice and tall. All right, let's take those arms into a pistol grip. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows. Deep breath out, pelvic tilt. Lean back just a little. So you're trying to C-curve the back. That's where it gets its name from.
arching the back there. And then sit up as tall as you can, straightening it back out. Deep breath out. And in. Deep breath out. You can relax your neck down, so drop the chin to the chest. When you do the C curve, you just got to make sure you don't roll those shoulders in. It should be a relaxed movement there at the top half of the body, not tight. Remember to stop if you need to. And again. Good. Sit up as tall as you can. Lengthen out your legs. Reach towards those toes. Drop the head, belly button back. I want you to keep your arms down or your hands down by your legs as you sit up nice and tall. Breathe out. Slide the hands down the legs towards the feet. And breathe out again. Hands by the legs and sit up tall. I'm keeping my arms low to help keep my shoulders low, because when I sit up, I want to be using my tummy and lower back, not my shoulders, yeah? Deep breath out. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out. Sit up tall. And again, breathe out. Breathe in and hold. And breathe out. Sit up tall. Let's do that once more. Deep breath out. Breathe in and hold. And deep breath out. And sit up tall. Good. Take your arms out in front of you. Bend your knees a little. Tuck. Rolling back, going all the way down to the floor. Bring the arms back over the head. I know you're going to love this one. You're going to roll back up. Deep breath out. And sit up tall. Remember to breathe out for the whole movement of rolling down and the whole movement of rolling up, not just at the ends, okay? Use your legs if you need to. Use your arms if you need to. If you've got to have a little cheat in there, do so. But where you don't have to cheat, I want you to work as hard as possible. So if it's coming down, which it usually is, you're going to come as slowly as you can. So deep breath out. Feel the tummy engaging. And breathe in. Ready? Breathe out. Use your arms and legs if you need to. Come up a little faster. Let's go slowly back down. Use your tummy, not your shoulders. Ready? Breathe out. And lift. And again. Good. Let's do one more. Deep breath out. And lift. Good. Just make sure that cushion's not still underneath your bum if it was there. Let's roll all the way down onto our back. Bend the knees up. Arms are down by your side. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, feel your belly button sink down towards the floor. All right, breathing in again. Breathe out, roll up into a pelvic tilt, lifting into a bridge, hips nice and high. Breathe in and hold. And breathe out, roll down. And again. We're lengthening out the spine, so we're going to roll up and separate each of those vertebrae one at a time until we're up nice and high, using our butt to support our back here. And then as we roll down, we engage the tummy as well to roll. And off we go again, rolling up all the way. Let's hold this one. And as you breathe in, take your arms up above your head and down by your side again. So it's going to go a little faster because it's for the length of that breath in. So we breathe in and out. Roll it up. Breathe in, arms up and down, and breathing out, rolling down. And again, deep breath out, take it up. Breathe in and out. Good work. All right. Take your right hand, and support your neck. Take your left arm above your head. Take your right leg up to tabletop. Hopefully you all know your rights and lefts, so you managed to work that one out. Okay, we're going to curl up, bring the knee into the chest, and then lengthen out and see if you can keep your head off the floor. If it's going to hurt your neck, then you can take your head back down, but otherwise see if you can stay in a curl to keep those tummy muscles activated. We bring the knee in and we curl over, so I'm taking my hand past my knee and back and in and back and in and back. Feel the belly button sinking down into the floor. The leg lengthening away from you. Remember, you don't have to take it too low. And in. And 5. And 4. And 3, try and keep that other elbow pointed out to the side, and 2, and 1. Now you can take your head all the way to the floor. Take your left hand to support your neck and your right arm above your head. Take your right foot down and left leg up. Okay, so we've got opposite arm and leg. Remember, we want to keep this left elbow pointed out to the side. Bring the knee in as you curl up. And lengthen out and curl in. Try and keep the head off the floor if you can. In and in and again. And 5. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Lower the head to the floor. Take that foot down, arms back down by your side. All right, good work. Okay, we're going to take those feet up to the ceiling. So let's take those hands now and tuck them underneath the bum. Push the feet up to the ceiling. So some of these exercises we might make a little bit easier than you're used to doing, and that's okay. A lot of that comes down to the fact that today's class is about lengthening and strengthening, so you can still work just as hard going slowly as you might have before with these little helps through the hips so that you can get the whole exercise done. Okay, we're going to lower the right foot down towards the floor. Now you can see my feet are flexed. If you have a look, my feet are flexed the whole time. So I'm pushing through my heel, and then I'm going to draw that belly button down and bring that leg up. Now I don't want you going fast. We're going to do it with the left leg now. Nice and straight. Push that heel away from you. Come down and then slowly come back up. You do not need to go all the way to the floor. Let's breathe. In and out. In and out. So it's out as we're moving. And it's out as we move back up as well. And that's to make sure that we're engaging in the center. Feel the tummy sink into the floor. Don't let your back move. And slowly back up. Push through the heel. And again. And up. Let's do that once more. I'm guessing that those legs are getting closer to the floor in the top position. I imagine they're starting to sink. Make sure you keep pulling them up. Bring those knees into your chest. Good, grab hold of your legs. Now, if your neck is a little tight, I want you to leave your head on the floor. Otherwise, curl up into a ball, squeeze those legs together. I'm still flexing the feet. I'm still gonna push through my heels. Deep breath out, push up. And arms come back. Pull that belly button down. Make sure you're not lifting the back. So if you have trouble getting your legs high, I want you to bend your legs a little bit more, okay? And bring it in. And breathe out. And in. And out. And out. And in. And out. Feel those tummy muscles working. And in. And out. Stop if you need to, have a rest, that's okay. It is a tough exercise. Otherwise, let's do 4. And 3. Make sure those legs are not dropping too low. 2. And last one, pull that belly button into the floor. Good, grab your legs. Lower your feet to the floor, arms by your side. Take a breath in. Breathe out, pelvic tilt, roll up into your bridge. Lift those hips high. Breathe in and hold. And breathe out, roll it down. Let's do that once more. Feel that spine rolling off the floor. Roll. And hold. Now roll it back down. Good, all right. Let's bring those knees into the chest. We're gonna roll up and balance at the top. Of course, if you can't do that, you just roll onto your side and push yourself up, okay? Let's go. Balancing. So we're still using the tummy. If your hips are a bit sore or your back, let your toes come down to the floor to take some of that pressure out. All right, if you can, let go of your arms. Now let's make sure those shoulders are down and elbows are bent. Deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out. Relax. Good, lower the feet to the floor and stretch out your legs. Sit up tall, reach for those toes. Push, drop the head, let the arms relax. Breathe in, feel the back of the lungs, feel the rib cage expanding through your back. And breathe out through the mouth and sink a little lower. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Belly button back, unroll yourself to sit up tall. Good, take the legs out wide. Arms come out and we reach, drop the head, relax the arms and shoulders. Take a breath in, fill the lungs and breathe out. Relax from the hips all the way up to the neck, even into the shoulders. And again, deep breath out. Belly button back. Unroll yourself to sit up nice and tall on top of those hips and bring the legs back in. Grab your right leg now, take it across the body and pull it back. Pull it back as far as you are comfortable through your hips. Then use your opposite arm to really grab hold of that knee and pull it into your chest. Now you've got to be reasonably comfortable when you do this, as comfortable as you can be when you're doing exercises, but you want to pull it as close to you as you can. So if you can't get your arm right around like this, you can still grab with your hand, but make sure you're pulling it in as tight to you as you can. So sit up tall as you do that. Use your other hand to pull you around. Good. Slowly release yourself back to the front. change the legs over. So again, pull it back as far as you can, and each side can be different. Hug it in as best you can, pulling that leg towards your chest. Sit up nice and tall and turn the other way. Good. Slowly bring yourself back around again. Give your legs a good shake. We're going to come up onto our knees. So swing around the legs. Up you come. If you need a little bit of support, remember, wall, chair, table, whatever's close to you. Preferably not another person or an animal though, because they move. Okay, square yourself up with the floor. Walk your foot forward if you need to. Lift up out of that back leg. And then I just tuck the bum under and hold. I'm trying to push that pubic bone forward to feel that stretch in that leg there. Pulling up tall. Hold that stretch, don't let go. And release. Good job. Okay, we're going to change legs now, carefully. Square yourself up and once more tuck, pulling up nice and tall, lifting up out of the hips. Good, and release. Okay, come into your crouch position. So remember, you're down as low as you can go. You drop your chin down to your chest. You push your bum to the ceiling. So you are now hanging upside down, and get your feet flat on the floor. Knees can still be bent. Relax your neck. Look at your belly button. Relax your arms and just let them hang. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, slowly unroll, keeping the shoulders relaxed, keeping the chin on the chest, standing nice and tall. And the last thing to lift is the head. Good. Breathing in, take those arms up, and breathe out, make a pistol grip. Breathe in and hold. And as you breathe out, we're going to take the elbows back and release. And breathe out over to the side. And breathe in. Make sure when you breathe in, you don't lift your shoulders. Deep breath out. And back up. Good. Lift up out of the hips. Tilt back a little. And to the top. Good. Open the palms up. Make a diamond shape with your finger and thumb. Glue them together, slide those hands down towards your head. You can stop there, or you can try and take them behind your head. Now, the trick to taking it behind your head is to not drop your head out of the way, but to be able to pull the shoulders back into position so you can slide down, okay? So if you can't get your shoulders into that position, just come down to the point where you can and then stretch up. Let's do a couple more and pull it out and stretch up as you breathe in and out and in. Last one, and out and in. Open up the chest, long arms all the way down. Good. Chin down to the chest now. And back up to the ceiling. Keep your neck relaxed. And forward. Look over your right shoulder. And round to the left. And forward. Drop the ear down now. Up and over. And center. Deep breath in. And out. Now keep it relaxed. Breathe in gently up. Breathe out gently down. Breathe in gently open. And breathe out. Once more, breathe it in. And out. Breathe in gently up. Breathe out gently down. Breathe in open. And breathe out. Good work. Well done, everyone. Well done. Good job. All right, how are we feeling? Let me know how you're getting on. Take care. See you later, everyone. Go and enjoy your day. See ya.